welcome back to the Morena Terrace project. Absolutely freaking gorgeous outside today. 88 and sunny. I guess Mother Nature has decided to skip spring altogether, go straight to summer. It's nice and humid too, but absolutely love it. So we are cruising right along, as you'll see. We are just about done with all of the concrete forms. Guys have been just cruising. It's Thursday and we are set to pour tomorrow afternoon. I got a little bit of rebar work left inside of the forms, and we have to still do our brick ledge insert. So the whole front of the house is going to be brick and stone, and it's going to wrap the corners a couple feet. So inside of the forms, you'll see, they're straight down. So you will have nowhere to put, there's nowhere for brick to sit if you do it this way. Now, if you're doing a veneer, you don't need a ledge. Veneer, you can just do a mesh and stick to it, but we're doing full bed masonry. So once everything is done and formed, we'll actually come through, and just inside of here, we will form a little pocket, and it'll create a void from the form to the inside of the wall, and it creates this little ledge all the way where your brick or your stone are going to sit. So when you strip the forms and you pull that little temporary foam guy out, you'll have a perfect ledge to set all your masonry on, your mortar, masonry, build off of there. And that ensures that the wall carries the weight of the masonry straight down to the footing. And again, if you're doing a veneer, thin veneer, you don't have to do those ledges. The veneers are much lighter, and they use a totally different retention method. But yeah, you'll see we've got a good bit of progress since just a couple days ago, and we're gonna make a hop into the foundation so we can actually finally put a true perspective of how much more is left to go inside. And you'll see we this again, we're going to have a secondary driveway that comes down around the back of the house to enter into the shop, because this side of the house is going to be his shop in the basement, and then the other side is just going to be storage, future use. We're going to rough in for a bathroom in the back, and we're going to make sure we've got an egress window for a future bedroom in the basement. Kind of give you an idea, we had talked about doing this space under the garage. So that is, and again, your walls are going to be a little bit further out than what you see here because you've got the offset from the form to the inside. But that's going to be his tool and miscellaneous storage area for everything that he'll use in the shop. That way he's not cluttered up. And as we all know, shops get cluttered easy. So if you got nice storage space and room for stuff, then you don't have to worry about it near as much. But here, this gives you an idea. Now that we have the walls all the way to the height, this whole low spot here, I'm gonna pan out, and yeah, all this ends up getting filled in with stone so we can get up to the basement floor. But I'll kind of give you an idea of how much work we've got left there, and there's a reason why it's a little bit more expensive to build on lots with kind of two-way tapered topography. This lot slopes steep to the back and to one side, which kind of, no matter what you do, is going to leave you with a low spot. If you're on a lot that just slopes straight back, you can avoid these low spots and make it a little bit easier. Kind of give you guys, trying to find a good way to get a perspective for the height of the basement. And we're doing 11-foot walls in here. So that'll take you up top of foundation there. And this leaves you enough room so when you do finish the basement, you can finish with 10-foot ceilings down there without having to do any coffers, plenty of room for mechanical, HVAC, plumbing, whatever you need to put up in the rafters, hung down. You can easily fit inside of a ceiling cavity and still leave with a 10-foot open space. And I know we talked in the past about the rebar. So those are the short pieces, are what are epoxied down into the footing, and then they get tied off to the taller rebar that go straight up through the wall, and then those tie into the horizontals that run, front to back. So barring any unforeseen issues, we'll get to put some concrete in tomorrow and hopefully come out on on Monday and get all the forms stripped and haul them all over to our Winterberry project. And again, our Winterberry project is a spec house, so this project being a pre-sold custom home for a client absolutely takes priority. So we need to make sure that this project is running along on schedule and on time for our client, and we will kind of move our contractors from this project over to our Winterberry project as time allows. And we make it a point to try and work with the same contractors over and over again. We don't like to change contracting crews from one job to another. As you repeat working with the same people, they get to learn the nuances about what details you're looking for, what quality you expect, and just kind of how the business relationship works between the two parties. If you continue to bounce back and forth between different contractors from job to job, it makes it more difficult, in my opinion, to keep everybody on the same page and get that same repeat quality that you can count on. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I can swing by and give you guys an update with concrete filled forms. That's kind of our plan. Thanks again for taking the time to watch, and there will be somewhere in this video, there will be a like button. Give us the thumbs up and give us a subscribe, and we're gonna keep this series going all the way through the entire process. We will walk you through each step of it. So if you're having a home built by another builder, or you are deciding to own or build for yourself, we are just going to kind of give you a step-by-step on what to expect. And we're going to be doing the same thing with our Winterberry project, so you'll have two examples. Unfortunately, we didn't start documenting this during the design and engineering phase, so maybe another project coming up later this year, and we will document kind of everything that goes through into the design and planning stage of projects. We're probably not going to start the legwork on that until probably 3 months from now. So that's still going to be a bit of ways, but when that does get here, we'll start to share the information on that. So again, those of you who are looking to try and own or build yourself, we can kind of show you what you're in for, some of the things to watch out for, and try and help you plan accordingly to save some time. And with building houses, time is quite a bit of money. Delays are not your friend. Even if you're cash paying for your projects, you still don't want your capital tied up for extra amounts of time when you don't have to. So yeah, one last view kind of panned around from the back. You'll see we're going to step down kind of steep on that side to get to grade. This side we're going to do a little bit more gradually, since we're going to have the drive. And even with that gradual step down, it's about a 13-degree grade, so it's going to be a little steep.